is like, you follow me. And I was like, I'm gonna do whatever you say, because this is the greatest thing that's happened in this game so far. Um, so you do a bunch of stuff for them, like just get them alchemy ingredients and find their lost pet boar. And then the chief is like, you go kill Nords. And I was like, all right, dude. So I went up and I just ripped apart a bunch of dudes. And then I came back and the chief is like, you too strong. So he tried to kill me, but now they all follow me, and I have a tiny army of little blue men.
What?
This is the
Beautiful.
greatest expansion of all time. None
It's
of
everything
them speak
I ever
any
wanted.
words. What was that?
It's everything I've ever wanted.
Really, like I didn't know any. I didn't know what a weakling was this morning, and now I have an army of them. They're the greatest little dudes ever.
They're just
Um,
little blue goblins.
they don't speak anything. The only ones that spoke was the chief, and I killed him. Uh,
That's why the other ones don't speak.
That's why me chief.
Basically, well, I was just like, hey now, fella, I am totally good to just chill out and be like your friend. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And then I hit him like twice, and then he died.
uh, I've been
Oh,
playing
there's a
Enter the
giant boar.
Gungeon.
Oh, it hates me.
Uh, one of the guns that I found was a
In
crown
what?
that was just in Enter the Gungeon.
Oh yeah, that crown's actually really good. You can combine it with other stuff.
But I found a crown, and it was just called the Crown of Guns, and I was like, oh wow, I wonder what that does. I fire really fast in all directions,
Yes,
so I just walk in and become a spinning wheel of death.
it's also just a crown made of like Glocks.
Uh,
Beautiful.
That game is very very good.
There's also a gun that's a barrel and it shoots fish.
Also good. Have you gotten the giant shotgun kill that shoots shotguns?
No, but I have gotten the giant bullet that shoots handguns.
Yeah, both
Uh,
very good. There's a bunch of Mega Man weapons in that game.
I just got the gun that's a bug, and it shoots acid out of the front, and then it shoots
Oh, the
fireballs.
dungeon ant.
It's great.
Ah,
But
thanks game for that animation of me killing a grasshopper.
oh, there's also
Also, I
the
love these little guys.
JK-47. It's just a really limp AK-47, and then when you flip it around, it goes woo 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 woo, and then
Have you gotten
the gun.
fuck. It's just a giant it's just a giant gun made of balloons.
Oh yeah, and you reload it by blowing air into it, and
Yeah.
uh,
So
I I got a gun that's just the guy from Bubble Bobble, and to reload him, you give him a little can of soda.
so if you get the gun that is just the balloon gun and you get the gun that is just shoots model ships, the model ships shoot faster because there's wind in its sails.
Hmm.
Also, if you get, have you gotten any of the ones that are? Oh, ash spawn are legitimately terrifying.
Oh, you don't like the weird crusty zombie boys?
I'm not a huge fan, no. Or how stupid powerful they are.
You
Yeah, one of these weaklings just followed me and he was like, "What's up, boss? You want me to kill this
want me to
sand
kill this
guy?
mud man?
Hey, you're coming with me, bud. Come with me, tribekin. Come with me, webkins." Anyway, yeah, so all the Mega Man ones, you can get Mega Man's Buster, and then if you get like the really shitty bubble weapon, it becomes Bubble Lead from the Mega Man game. Mega Man 2 specifically.
Uh, I get kind of sad every time I unlock a chest. I'm like, ooh, what gun's it gonna give me? And it just gives me a water gun. Like
Yeah.
it's just a squirt gun, and it what's
You're
it
like,
do?
wow, glad I busted out a key on this.
It shoots a big old stream of water. But I've also gotten the Ghostbusters the Ghostbusters the proton
Dan
pack.
Aykroyd ghost blowjob gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
one.
exactly.
Skyrim is apparently way more interesting than I thought.
Why's that? Oh, because of little dudes.
Definitely not because of the guns, apparently.
Huh? Oh no, no, I'm playing Enter the Gungeon.
Oh!
And,
I thought you guys were talking about Skyrim!
yeah, I just found I was in a cave and I found a crown covered
You
in
just found a
guns.
fucking gun.
Damn, Batista.
I wish. God damn.
Damn, Batista.
Wow, Todd,
Yeah,
you're,
what's
you're
up,
really going all
Weakling?
out.
What's going on? I need to trade some things with you. No, never mind, man. You don't even have any things.
I need you to carry this big sack full of rings, and some of them still have fingers on them. Sorry about that.
He's just chomping on them. I also hate how in this game the only way to figure out what ingredients do is to taste them, which is fine when you're eating plants, but then when you get ingredients like giant's toe,
Or a whole bee. Because you used to be able to use rubies, sapphires, and emeralds, and you had to eat those too. And raw glass and raw ebony, you could just eat that.
Crumps.
But the thing with the raw ebony is that it weighed like 45 pounds, so you're just eating 45 pounds of ebony.
and just being like,
Mega rich light bending guy.
I found I accidentally sold like a legendary artifact, and I was like, hey bud, can I just grab that back? He's like, oh for sure. I know he's like yeah, I'll be happy to give you the 500 gold that you gave me for it back. He's like, yeah, 3,654 gold, my man.
Oh no!
Slide it right into my hand.
Are you
And
telling me
like,
that you're so rich that light literally bends around your face?
but yeah, he did not give it back to me. I had to buy it
You had to
for
kill
a
him
lot of money.
and take it.
I should have, but I was in like a village. And then everyone in the village would have been like, oh, like they get mad when I accidentally pick up a cup while trying to talk to someone. It's like, hey, that's not your cup. And I was like, oh, my bad. I was just trying to talk to this very mean orc. It's also great because they don't. Some of the dialogue options are changed depending on your race, but
Really?
some of them don't change. So like, if you are a Breton and you ask a Breton, "What's a Breton doing here?" He's like, "Oh, what? Bretons can't be here." I'm like, bro, just trying to be friendly. Why are you so mad? I'm inside a mushroom.
Who posted this meme? This meme is quality. It's so wholesome.
I've been naming all of the pictures that I saved recently, and I just named this one "I'm in."
I'm in!
It took me a second to realize what was happening. I'm like, yeah, it's just it's an MS Paint drawing of a man filling up his soda. What's funny?
That's even better. Thank you.
Too sneaky for you.
Which makes it even better that you named it I'm in. It's literally just a man bought a soda cup and is filling it, and he's like, I'm in. He's a rich light bending guy.
Alright, let's get into the recap. Get back into this. Okay, so last time on D&D, the party woke up, explored their manor, might possibly be haunted. It's not very clear. Then the party, went to I keep wanting to call it the council. Went to the committee's war room, And I write it, but then I'm like, whoa, what was it called again? I don't know. I like start emails to remember things if I can. So you guys went there, you talked to Quartermaster Strom, you met up with some of your other NPC friends, you dished out a new plan where the party would split up. Half of you were going to go shopping, and the other half was going to go take the bathtub and investigate some leads via the halfling newsies, who you guys believe might have information on the whereabouts of Scarlet, simply because she is also a halfling.
Yes, because we need to get my stuff back.
Yep, and I believe Cab and Terran were heading. No, you guys actually made it to the outside of the local newspaper printing facility, and were attempting to sneak in. And the rest of the party, having gotten their goods, this time they didn't rob anybody. Instead, there was friendship and happiness. I'm not sure what their next plan was, so let's pick it up with the people who do have a plan. All right, Terran and Cab, you're outside this building. It's the tallest building in Moortown. It's afternoon.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say a mean thing about halflings, but I changed my mind.
Yeah, you did.
I'm supposed to be blocking microphones from this page. Hold on.
Alright, I think we rolled our stealth rolls at the end of last session.
Yeah, I think mine was like a 40.
That sounds right.
That sounds just about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it. No questions there.
I did everybody roll a stealth check.
We weren't paying attention.
Cab, I think you have to make a stealth check. Do you have capabilities to open your browser and roll a stealth check?
I wonder if it works on mobile. I've never tried it.
The answer is you don't have it open. Okay.
No, it's just a Google search for which is best Skyrim way. It's not true. I already picked Ayala.
My wife.
I did send it to Katie today while she was at work with just the caption, "My wife."
Alright, Cab, you got a 15. So
Sounds like me.
you and Terran, as they're moving a delivery cart around, some kind of large, portly lizard moves in front of you guys. You are shifting behind him as he moves inside the building, and you make your way behind some stacks of paper, some rolls, maybe like 4 feet in diameter and about 30 feet long. You guys are hiding behind a set of 3 of them. Around you, there's people everywhere, but nobody can see you guys. You're near the wall. You guys wish to talk to the editor, or I don't know, you guys are wishing to talk to, but you don't know what he looks like, you don't know what his name is, and you don't know where he is. So what do you guys want to do?
But he won't be one of the ones working, right? He'll probably be in an office, right, Cab?
This was extremely different than my entire life's experience up to this point. So I have no idea.
Ab's never been in an office. He's only ever been in bars.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Up
What do
until
you guys do here?
up until like a month ago, I was sleeping in piles of trash outside.
Now you rule the
And then
city.
before that, and it's just horrible tentacle monsters across my brain. Something happened.
Sounds legit.
Checks out. Well, I tell Cab that, you know what, he's going to be in an office, so let's look for a back office. He's not going to be on the floor doing work with, like, the regular workers.
So this is like the emperor of the newsroom.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
The
this
newsroom had-
I think I get that. All right, let's do it.
I'm sorry, what was your plan?
We're going to look for a back office for the editor. Well, just an office in general.
Okay, both of you make investigation checks. I'll make Cab's investigation check until Benny can open up a browser.
I no, it no. I did the math and it don't.
Roll20 doesn't
Don't
support
check out.
browsers.
All right. Josh, Terran sees out of a doorway. There is somebody who looks very bookish. Comes through here with finished papers, so it looks as if they've been at a desk or an office. Would you like to pursue that direction?
Yes, and I'll point it out to Cab so he's not like just blindly following me.
I go over to the news office break room.
All right.
And I take a sip of the coffee, and I'm like, ugh. Karen, what's in this?
Terran, make an investigation check.
Wait, another one?
Yeah, make another one.
Okay.
This one's coffee related though.
Ah, okay. Well, Taryn is not as attuned to coffee as he is finding back offices.
Terran, you're not sure, but you're definitely sure it's not coffee.
That's not coffee you're drinking, pal.
Oh. Pour it out in the ground, just eats a hole in the floor. Is this toner?
Yes. I have no idea what that is, but it's not coffee. So therefore, it's whatever you think it is.
Could be anything. So you're saying that whatever's in this cup, as long as you don't know what it is, it's whatever I think it is?
That's what's coming to mind, pal.
Full of Capri Sun!
You gonna drink some more?
I'm gonna take a sip and see if it tastes any different. If not, I will no longer believe in Terran's magical abilities. I'm imagining whiskey.
Whiskey?
Whiskey, yes.
Okay, Cab, you drink it. Not only does it not taste like whiskey, but it like the cup is like breaks open in your hand, and the black printer press ink they use from the cup spills all over your face and hands. You're now in blackface.
No!
Looks like you just lost.
I understandably kill my character and make a new one.
It was the only way.
Alright, let's get on with the plot before he makes my character say the N-word.
After rummaging through some documents, you find this letter detailing something about an N-word pass.
Anyway, so you both enter through. You guys leave the break room into another room, and there's maybe about 15 or so people. It's actually a very large room, lots of space in between the desks. There's like 15 or so people. Looks like they all have like their handwriting things, handing them off. It's a very busy little office.
Alright, can I wipe my face off?
You want to look for something to wipe your face off?
Yeah.
All right. Investigation. Okay, you get a 10. You you grab some papers off a man's desk and you wipe your face with them, leaving a perfect Cab face print on these pieces of paper. And you and as you're discarding them, the man, he's a goblin man, he jumps up on a stack of papers and he points at you. He's like, "It took me all morning to make those." And he puts his bony finger in your chest, Cab.
Oh. Sorry, but if you look, now you have a one-of-a-kind cab print.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave a one-of-a-kind mark on your face too." And he like holds up his big fist to you.
I thought he was a goblin. He's got a big fist.
Yeah, like big hands and large feet and large head, but their body is small.
Oh. I headbutt him.
Alright, let's make a strength check. Actually, you have an unarmed attack. I can just use that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 17.
Yeah, bonk him right in the brain.
Oh, perfect. You do 10 blunt damage. You basically knock this guy unconscious. He's like, he like puts his fist out to you, and you just kind of like with all with like a very blank face, just wham him in the head with your head, which takes no damage. His head takes a big contusion. His papers go flying everywhere. He falls back onto the floor by his desk. The entire office goes quiet and looks because there's a large clubbing noise of noggins meeting. Does Terran want to take any actions, having been exposed?
I suppose. Well, Terran's just gonna kind of try and calm everybody down with a good old, "Hey, everybody, we're looking for someone, and we're wondering if you might help us out." Gentle but awkward smile.
Still diplomacy. You can make it diplomacy? Or did they change that? Is it persuasion now?
I'm on it.
Okay, yeah, that was persuasion. I got rid of all my skills. I'm still not used to it. I've been doing this for like a year.
Whew.
8. Everybody kind of looks confused, and somebody points and says, "They're taking us hostage!" And then one guy's like, "I'm too young to die!" And he tries to open up the window, and he jumps out the window.
Oh no! What floor are we on?
It's the first floor.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no, that's like
Alright.
3 floors for him.
So now there are, you knocked one unconscious, one jumped out the window, so there is 13 people left. They all look frightened and scared, and they're all huddling in the middle of the room.
No one's being taken hostage. We're just looking for a person, and we're hoping someone could tell us where they might be. That's it.
Let's see. Then one of the guys is like, "Well, why did you strike that man until he was unconscious?" And they point at Cab.
What?
What are you talking about? You sound insane right now.
Did you try to gaslight him?
Or the contusion from hitting my head against the small goblin man's head has given me temporary memory loss. Does it look like he's believing that? I say that
No.
out loud right now.
I'll make a plus.
Yeah. Tell me if he believes that or not.
No. You got a 4.
Okay, and then I'm like, nah, I did it. My bad.
They're like, not only are they taking us hostage, they're also crazy. One of the guys is like, "I'm too young to die," he yells into the window.
And I'm like, that's right. I'm nuts, and the only one that can control me is this guy. I'm straight psycho. I eat a piece of paper.
The fuck is going on?
One of the people wants to know what you're gonna do with them.
Whatever this little man says.
The fuck is going?
Then I do some karate and break a desk in half. Put that on your 401k, man.
You only got a 10 with your strength, so I imagine you just kind of like you hit the desk with your hand unimpressively, and papers just fall over.
Yeah, imagine how much I could do if I was sane.
What the fuck is? What are you doing?
What's
I don't know.
happening?
Taryn, please. Why don't I forgot what we
Taryn,
were supposed
you're
to
in
do
charge
here.
of him now. He's put himself in your care.
Yeah, please. I have no idea what's going on. So, like in and
Oh,
out of
well,
character.
alright,
I
that's good,
completely
because I
forgot what
have
was happening.
complete control of this situation.
Correct. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna take your shoes, little man. Unless someone here can tell me otherwise.
Somebody
Where,
please stop.
Perhaps
He's gonna escalate.
let's just calm
Where are
down.
the
We're
rest
looking.
of us? Did we sneak in here too?
No, you guys are on a side quest, idiot. You didn't get to see fun cane, give a fun cab.
This isn't even the side quest.
Karen,
I'm
do
gonna
you
keep
want
doing stuff till Taryn says something.
Taryn has said a lot of somethings.
What's up?
We uh, we're looking for a person. We want no trouble at all.
the crowd says that they don't want to cause any trouble. They want to know who you're looking for.
We're looking for a person named Scarlet. She's a halfling. She has red hair. And
Yeah.
that's
That
why we're
race.
here, Cab.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I'm back on track now.
Stay on
I think that toner was off.
Oh, that didn't taste right.
Yeah, so I think you guys left it out of the fridge for too long.
Let's see. All of the people that you guys have taken hostage, they all point at the desk in the back corner by the window.
I jump over there.
There's a desk. There's lots of papers on the desk. And a chair.
She's an anime protagonist. Back
Yep.
corner by the window.
Yep.
Oh, and she has different colored hair too. I'm like, all right, Taryn, I'll stand guard. Well, you do, I don't know, something.
That thing I do?
Yeah.
I don't know, something.
Does Karen want to investigate the desk?
Yes, I suppose.
Alright, yet another investigation check. We're getting this flex today.
Taryn is, he's had a day.
Let's see. You know
Strong, bud.
I don't even know anymore.
when your partner turns into a bank robber?
Okay,
That's right. Tell us what we're here for, and no one gets hurt. We don't know why you're here.
Karen, you look over the desk. You notice the desk is very messy. You're not sure if that's abnormal or not. You also notice that the window next to the desk is open. And you don't notice anything else.
The window is open, but other than that, nothing special?
Yep.
A little drafty. I go close the window.
Like the window that the person jumped out of.
No, it's a different window. It's the only other window that's open.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess
Do I
I
notice
close...
anything when I go to close the window?
You do. When you look outside the window, you notice there is there's like a pole or something leaned up against the windowsill on the outside.
Looks like an escape route. What do you think, boss?
Am I the boss? I guess I'm the boss. Yeah, it does. Perhaps we should follow it, see if we can catch up to anyone escaping.
Yeah.
Glance at everyone else in the area and I say, did anyone jump out this window recently?
Everybody shakes their head. They say that somebody jumped out of that window, and they point to the one nearby.
Well,
Why
yeah,
would
we
someone
saw
jump
that.
out of a window?
What did Terrence say?
We saw that, but we were wondering if anyone went out of this window because, why would it be open?
Let's see. One of the people who is a crocodile man, or sorry,
Excellent.
he's actually a caiman, but that's fine. It's actually a woman, I think, too. I look like.
If only someone had written this.
Yeah, okay. It's a female caiman woman. She looks very bookish. Tells you that that window was closed yesterday, but it was open when she came in.
Hmm. Hmm. I asked Taryn if he gets what's going on.
No, I guess I'm back to, investigating the escape route window, even though no one is claiming that it was used. Is everybody else? I mean, so I searched the desk. Do you want to search the desk? I'm
I'll
a
help you
little
search the
lost.
desk.
Do that thing you do.
Alright, I do that thing I do. I start eating that man's shoes.
You start eating paper.
Is that what you wanted me to do? Because you were not very
Yes, that
specific.
was it. I'm glad you.
Do I find a clue in his shoes?
No, but you do find a lot of really hard leather.
Oh. These are. I look at them like halfway through chewing. These are quality, my man.
Alright, let's hop over to the other party. Okay. So,
Boy.
Gensha, Snort, and Clang, you're all in the market district. Gensha and Clang, please make perception checks.
Starting off strong.
Excellent, excellent. Alright, I'm going to start in inverse. So, Clang, you notice you guys are walking through the crowd, heading back towards the manor, basically.
Mhm.
And on your way through the crowd, Clang, you notice somebody, an adolescent that you're familiar with, walking in the crowd, but you're not sure if it was the person you remember or not.
I'm going to investigate.
Alright. You want to try to find them in the crowd? Okay. Meanwhile, Gensha, you spot there's he's like a portly man. He runs by and he says something to some guards. He's like, "Guards, I don't want to die. I need your help." And the guards are like, "Okay." And you see the guards, about half a dozen of them, follow him back the direction he came from.
Do I know which direction? No, Cab and Terran were completely separated from us, right? Like before we even got to the market.
Correct.
How the fuck did those two end up together? That's Hmm. Something interesting is going on, so I'm gonna follow the Clang. Clang.
Huh?
That man just called a bunch of guards over. He said something about not wanting to die.
I mean, nobody wants to die, Gensha.
Well, that's the thing, is that the guards took him seriously. It might be a lead.
I think I saw somebody over there just now that I kind of recognize. Do you mind if I check that out first? Which way did the guards go?
I'll go with Clang's lead.
You go with Clang's lead? Okay.
Yeah.
Snort is also going to go with Clang's lead. So you're all going that way, which is actually the opposite direction. So you start tracking that way, and Birdman, you're keeping your eyes on there, but the crowd of people once you get into the main road is way thicker. There's like some kind of like rally going on. In the distance, you can hear people shouting, and they're pointing at some guy who's like basically on like a crate or something. And it's not super clear. It looks like it's a lot of drow, or it's a lot of dark elves, and they're all shouting at this man. He's shouting it from the box. So it's kind of hard to hear or see. But then, make one perception check.
Ugh. Can I climb on top of Gensha to see better?
If Gensha will allow that.
Like Gensha has an option.
Do you attempt to?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to climb you.
Just a second. That's
Okay. I'm gonna give you a +5 if Gensha allows you to to climb on it.
Please don't suplex me.
Gensha Mania running wild.
Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I am momentarily caught off guard, but allow the bird to sit on
Scale
my
you.
shoulders like a small child. Big Papa Gensho will lift you up so you can see above all the tall people.
Thanks.
Perfect. So let's see. Krang, you're just able to see the adolescent go into an alleyway nearby.
I point and then say, Gensha, onward! And I tap your shoulders with my bird feet like a horse.
It's at that point that I put you down.
No! I just want to be tall!
So that's you don't get to ride on my shoulders if you're gonna treat me like a horse. Now let's go get him.
But Gensha, you're a beautiful stallion!
Let's see. So you guys make it there, but it looks like the crowd is getting rowdy or something. Somebody in the crowd yells, "Look out! There's guards!" And then everybody starts to scatter. If you guys want to make it to the alley, you both have to make strength checks.
Strength checks, huh?
Oh no, Gensha's screwed.
Here I go.
Here I go, flexing again.
Okay, Clang, you and Snort are getting swept away in this crowd of drow people. One of the guards comes out. He has like a huge stick. He's just wailing on people in the middle of the street with it.
Oh man, what kind of stick?
It's like a wad staff.
Nice.
You know, it's kind of like a wad staff.
It's not dissimilar to a Watt staff.
I imagine when you get swept away, Clang, there's like a grandma drow, and she's like, "Run, children!" and she like covers your heads with her arms. It's just you get scooped up with a bunch of children.
Wait, aren't we like the leaders of the town now?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start yelling.
Start yelling.
Not yelling, but like I use thaumaturgy. I can talk real loud and be like, "Guards, cease this at once! At the name of the council!"
Make a persuasion, but get a +12 for being a member of the committee. See, I keep wanting to talk to
loud.
Yeah. I forgot how. I got a 28.
So as soon as you flare that, everybody's covering their ears, like the drow people who were starting to throw rocks at the guards, and the guards who were briskly chasing them about and trying to scatter their rally. They all cover their ears, and they all look at you and start shaking their fists.
The drow?
Everybody.
Everybody?
I have an Archer style tinnitus moment. Ma.
Mwah, mwah.
Tinnitus. Birdman, do you want to do anything with this now that you have all their jeers and boos to yourself?
I'm gonna tell the guards to stop hitting people! It just existed. Just no sticks! Put your sticks down!
The guard with the big wad staff, he puts the stick down and he looks really sad.
I'm like, there's better things you can hit than sticks for these drows!
One of the guards is like, if I hit and drowse, what I do?
Well, get a different job! We can have you hit other things! There's plenty of things you can hit that aren't drow!
One guy's like, what about other types of elves?
No! What about slugs that are immediate danger?
And everybody's like, yeah. Some guy's like, I had slugs on my cabbages. And everybody's like, oh, that's rough. Some guy's like, have you tried vinegar?
Salt is also good. But yes, the guards should be preparing to fight the bugs. They're coming!
They don't know what you're talking about. You want one of the guys is like, sounds like you got a story, Bird. Here you go, and he puts the crate down in front of you.
I'm gonna tell them about what happened at... Fuck. Not Moortown. This is Moortown.
Yep. You're talking about High Cliff.
Yeah, High Cliff.
You're talking about Less Town?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
How
tell
many
them
go?
about
I'm
High
on
Cliff,
fucking fire.
and that it'll probably happen here. And that we should all unite so we can survive.
That's just what you tell them.
Yeah.
I imagine you're probably going to pretty excruciating. So why don't you make a persuasion just to see how well it goes over?
Do I get any bonuses?
Yeah, you get your charisma added on. An extra charisma.
An extra one?
Yeah, so whatever your charisma modifier is, added again.
Okay. We got a 17.
Okay. Many of the guards and the drow are mortified. This could possibly have happened anywhere, especially on... Well, they're not surprised it happened on Syria, but they're horrified that could also happen where they live. They want to know what's going to be done about it.
We're organizing as the new council to get everything put together because the old council didn't acknowledge the threat.
They all nod, like, yeah. And one of the guards is like, well, what can we do?
We're going to hit things with sticks, but we're going to put salt on those sticks.
The guy with the wad staff holds it up. He's like, yeah, hitting things with sticks.
Yes!
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell everybody what works against the slug thing, so they all know.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them to spread the word. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
So you just spam them?
maybe we should have a meeting with, like, the community. What do you guys think?
I'm off ahead.
Fantastic.
I'm strong, so I didn't get swept away by the crowd.
Okay.
Dad has a herbalism kit. Have to look down his inventory.
Wait, who, me? Yeah, of course I have one. Look at my medicine skill.
Wait,
Haha, herbalism.
my brain just made a thought. Okay, so the place where we met up with the Quartermaster Crom. Where was that? That was like the town hall or something, right?
The tent.
The tent. Do they have like a big thingy for like public speeches or gatherings that are large?
You know that they have a theater.
Is it open?
It's an outdoor theater.
Okay. I'm like, we should probably talk to everyone about this. That sounds like probably a good idea. So let's do a meeting at the theater. I'm gonna yell at everybody tonight at the theater at this time.
Yeah, but you're also going to the red district tonight.
What if we invite the lady to the red district
I don't see why not.
and then just talk to her afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, nobody else is directly there with you to confer on this, so you can't even confer with your party members. It's just plain you're setting up.
Yeah. It's okay, I'll just drag them along with my shenanigans. Theoretically, Snort is there.
That's true. Snort would probably be. That's true. I think Snort would probably agree.
Yeah. Cool, so that's what's gonna happen! And I tell them at, like, dusk.
It does. Okay.
At dusk.
Then you're just saying them.
Yes.
Okay.
But first I'm like, now park the way so I can go find my friend in that alley. So I can meet up with him.
Okay. You get there. Ginch, we'll just reiterate what the last thing you were talking about. So Ginch is talking to the adolescent when you arrive.
Oh! The youth! Who's the youth?
It's, actually, John, you can do it.
It's the elf child that we found in Highcliff.
Oh! The youth! I'm immediately going to snort this child for bugs and pick them off of her hair, probably, and eat them.
She just left. She doesn't have any bugs.
No bugs.
So no bugs.
Just fluff through her hair like, where did they go? Tell her I'm hungry. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How did she get all the way here?
Is that what you want to ask her?
Yeah.
Okay. Gensha, do you want to reiterate your question first? Because I know you probably had initiative on it.
Yeah, how did you end up here?
Perfect. She says she just caught a ride.
I asked her if it was with a band of musical frogs.
She laughs like you're telling her like a joke. Then she kind of looks at you and she's like, "Singing frogs?"
Yeah.
She just shakes her head at you. She's like, "No." She says after she left you guys, the master caught her.
Oh. Ooh.
And you escaped from Highcliff and you've been living here.
She says she just got to town in the past 2 days, actually, because she was supposed to meet somebody, but they never showed up.
Wait, the master, she means the bug master guy?
You can assume, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her if she is alright.
Let's see. She tells you that she's like, "I'm fine." She's like, "Everything's okay."
I asked her if she's helping the master.
She just smiles and she looks at Clang and she looks at Gensha and like Gensha, her eyes are like kind of scary, like spooky movie child scary.
And who were you supposed to meet in town? I kneel down and meet her at eye level at this point.
She just has like a little laugh. I'm not gonna do a child's laugh. She's like a little laugh, and she tells you that she was waiting for some old monk.
An old monk.
Oh, geez.
He doesn't happen to be bald and poorly shaven, does he? Tall man, unkempt robes.
She's like, that describes like every monk.
Smells of smells of fermented wine.
That's just wine.
It was probably the monk that we fought, who was a big slug monster.
That you guys totally remember the name of, right?
Malcolm.
Got it.
That
Brother
man
Malcolm.
remembers the name. I wasn't ever involved with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you weren't there. You came in after.
She probably just laughs when you like. She probably might get you, assuming it's I almost said Carabas. Brother Cab. You assume it's Brother Cab. She's like, no, I don't want your bummy monk. She's like, I was looking for Brother Malcolm.
Oh, Brother Malcolm. I
First off,
think I
was
saw him
probably
in
his
passing.
boss.
Monk boss.
I could have been.
Should I make a bluff check?
It's not a lie, really.
I saw him in passing.
If anything, it's a pun.
You're right.
Make a diplomacy check for puns.
I asked her what she needed to find him for. Maybe we can help her find him.
Every pun is a critical failure.
Oh no.
She says that she knows what happened to him now. She says, I can read. And she has like a newspaper where they're talking about like what happened at the casino and stuff. And she tells you that
Monk man killed by other monks.
well, I mean that's not the story covered in the paper though.
How would they even know that that was Malcolm at that point? Didn't he fully mutate into like a gross bug man?
He was more like a tentacle man.
Like you I don't know, I talk about like the meta narrative. So she must know because the casino is like the probably part of a plan that is part of something overarching, right?
Gotcha. Okay. No, I can jive with that.
It's like how cartoon villains know that other villains get beat up in the last episode, even though they weren't there.
I can vibe with that. That doesn't ruin my immersion. I'm still immersed.
Okay. I would say, and she also tells you that she's not here to fight anybody, but she wants to tell you what the master told her.
I'm all bird ears.
You show her your weirdly humanoid ears on the side of your bird
Yeah,
head.
they're perfect human ears.
Yuck.
Yeah, no one's having it. Everyone gets real upset.
Ugh.
She's like, "Oh no, you're way scarier than the master."
And
tells you-
what is it he wanted to say?
She just leans in real close. She's like, he's waiting for you.
He's waiting for us. Where?
Right behind you.
Oh,
Been here the whole time.
This
Jump
total
scare.
party kill right there.
Well, no, the party's split. You'd only get like half of them.
It's in that cave, right? Probably.
It's not very clear.
I pick the girl up by her collar
and just kill her, just murder her
And
in
just
cold blood.
fucking throw her like a football. No,
Mhm.
Snap her head
fucking wreck
right in
her.
half and hand it to Clang.
God,
I squawk in protest.
how
Bring
did
it
you
into town and be like, "Anybody lose a kid?"
How did you
Instead,
really
I
get
killed
here?
this kid.
What do you mean you don't want to fight anybody? What could you possibly do?
Hey now, Gensha. Don't
That's
traumatize the
ageism.
poor girl.
Don't you get it? This isn't a girl. This is something else. How did you get here? How did you know we were here?
She tells you that we always know where you are. Also, when she says that, she points at Gensha specifically.
I drop her on the ground. I don't put her down. I specifically just drop her on the ground.
Like a cat.
Like a cat. Send your master a message. Tell him we're gonna kill him. Tell him we're gonna kill him dead.
Yeah, that's what that means.
People, I gotta hammer it home. You know, I'm trying to be threatening here.
No, that's the thing that people say.
Yeah, that was
I'm
good.
not very fond of threatening children.
Are you guys gonna split after that?
I'm going to tell her to take care of herself. And that if she ever needs any help to come find me.
After all that threatening.
I can't help it.
Leave her there, Clang. We got other things to do.
Perfect. Alright, so you guys skedoodle. We'll go back to the other party members. Alright,
I also take a long cinematic look at my hand that has the eels in it when we walk away.
yeah.
Little
The
face.
plan to cure Gensha of Eel Hand.
Eel
Operation-
hand.
Operation De-Eeling is a go.
Operation No Eels, please.
Operation Anti-Eliasing.
Operation Hey Arm, quit that wiggling.
Operation Anti-Noodle Hand.
Operation Best Feature His Wiggle.
These are all women.
Operation The Fifth Wiggle. I actually don't know how many wiggles there are, but wiggles equal n+1.
Alright, so you guys are standing by a desk. Cab, you're eating a man's shoe. Just
I'm
acting
done
like a
with that bit now. I took a bite into it and I was like, yo, these are quality. And I gave it back to him.
Alright, you both don't know where Scarlet is, you don't know where the editor is, and you don't really have any more clues except for that there's a pole outside the window and the desk is messy.
Okay, so search the desk.
But I already did your investigation. It is. There you go. Oh yeah, I'm looking for me, not you. 13. Okay, so you pull open some drawers. There's inkwells, there's brushes, and have you noticed that this desk is messy as if somebody was in a hurry and grabbed a bunch of stuff off it? Because there's like missing pieces from middles of papers everywhere.
I point this out to Taryn and say, she's on to us.
That's not good. That'll make finding her that much more difficult.
Hmm.
What would you guys like to do now? You still have those people hostage? You want to investigate someplace
They
else?
were never hostage.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Hostage. They were our invited guests into their employment
Into
location.
their employment place. I think hostage was a very strong word for acting erratically. And then having other people flip out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have some very frightened non-hostages in a circle in the middle of the room, concerned with their health and unable to go back to work.
Correct. And also, we're not letting him go till we get sausage pizza.
Exactly. I was promised breakfast pizza, and I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. And then maybe we'll talk to the cops. No, but let's look for an office. I asked them where the offices are. I look at Taryn, almost as if I'm asking if that's how you say that word correctly.
Taryn gives a subtle nod, having interpreted the question.
Okay, cool.
See, they tell you the next
Like,
three
yeah,
floors.
orifices.
The next 3 floors are all offices. Orifices.
Oh no. Editor.
The editor's office, I clarify.
They're like the editor's office. They say it's on the top floor, but you won't find him there. He works by the rollers usually.
All right. Taryn, we could split up. You could do all the office stuff, and I could go find out what a roller is.
Sounds like a plan. I like the
Okay.
play.
I'm like, bring me to your rollers.
Nice. All right, so we'll do Carabas first. Damn,
Cababus.
where's this coming from? I haven't said Carabas in months. Now here it
I
is.
don't know. I had to just stop myself from lying too. I was like, I'm a roller expert. And then I'm like, I don't need to lie in this situation.
So they're gonna take you there. I imagine the Cayman woman is gonna take Taryn upstairs, and there is a fairly large dwarf man who's gonna take you to the rollers. He has like a very nice button up. You still have ink all over your hands and stains on your face from it, so you look very strange, Chad.
Yeah, I'm used to
Uh, so
that. I
he
asked
tells
him how he's doing.
the dwarf, he's like, oh, I feel much better now. He's like, that office is too stuffy.
Yeah, I agree. So you stay all day in there, like every day?
He says, aye, it'd be that way, but it wasn't always. He says, I used to work in the rollers.
Oh,
Aye.
so you know your way around.
As the old saying goes, it be that way sometimes.
Sometimes be that.
He says that once we get close to the rollers, you won't be able to hear anything, matey. So he gives you like a big wad of wool they pull out of a bag nearby.
Nice.
He says you'll have to stick this in your ears, and he says if you're very sensitive, you'll have to stick it in your nose also.
It was already in my nose. So, I asked for more.
Right, you stuff your face till you click Father Christmas. Then
Yeah.
since you can't communicate him via talking, what we'll basically be doing is I'll be saying what he's saying, but he'll be gesticulating at you basically.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so you guys start heading down towards the rollers. You guys are going through all these steps and stairs. It looks like the inside of a great clock tower. There's all these big pieces of wooden riveting. They're just like spinning. There's little tiny wooden gearboxes everywhere. It's not really clear to you what they're doing, but there's a big main shaft that runs the entire way down. You guys are just following it via these, what is dilapidated stairs. It smells like a musty old library in there. Very warm. As you get lower, you can start to feel the humming of the rollers in your chest. And then you start to see a couple of them. They're like these huge blocks of stone pressing the paper. And they're like probably 30 tons. They're huge stone monoliths that are being moved by these big wooden timbers that are spinning. And they're crushing all this paper up, and the paper is just shooting through there rapidly. You've never seen anything as mechanically complex as this in your whole life.
Blowing me away.
I gotta make a perception check. 17. You notice that along with all the rollers and moving throughout everything, kind of like little Quasimodos flinging themselves around a tower, there's like all these little dwarves climbing, and they're standing on the gears, and the gears are like moving them around, and they seem to be like rubbing all the pillars with like this oil or something, something from a jar that you're not really sure. as you get lower, there's like boilers, there's fire, there's lots of dwarves there, lots of drow, and they're just like shoveling coal. They're passing paper. Everybody's like covered in like ink and soot. And as you get lower, yeah, well, yeah, pretty normal for dwarves. A little bit strange for drow.
I'm not a drow.
Oh no, definitely not strange for you to be covered in soot and dirt.
No, but I'm saying I look normal for a worker down here.
Yeah, 100%. You blend in. Nobody even stops to gesticulate at you.
Not even like a good day. How are the kids?
No, but they do wave at the dwarf man you're with. He seems like he fits in pretty well down here. He tells you that he doesn't want to go any further because the rollers, the reason he had to stop working the rollers is because he gets itching in his ear, he says, when he gets too close. But he says if you follow that one pathway, it's very dark, all the way down. You got to keep low or the rollers will crush your head if you don't stay low enough. So if you pass through there, that's where the editor likes to work.
All right,
You
give me
just
one
gotta
second.
get low.
All right, Kev. So let's see. So it's super hot, super claustrophobic. It's like almost pitch black. You can't even see anything. You can barely see a light at the end of the place you're walking through. It's like you're walking through a perfectly dark hallway. You can feel there's like these. They have like wooden girders. You're basically just like holding on to these wood timber frames and slowly walking your way down this narrow, closed-up path. When you get to the end, you can see the light is like a little. It's like a little lantern, very small hooded lantern on a desk, and there's a man at the desk. But you can't see exactly what he looks like.
I guess I'll go and gesticulate to him.
All right, you start gesticulating at him. He's not even looking up at you. It's not clear if he can even tell if you're there or not.
I put my hand on the desk in front of his work.
He slowly looks up at you. You notice that his hands are scaly. He looks at, you can see in his eyes, he's very old. He moves very slowly to get up, and in the lantern you can see he is a tortoise man.
He's a what?
A tortoise man.
A porpoise man?
Tortoise. A turtle that dwells on land.
A lettuce man?
The slugs.
Snag.
Anyway, this guy's now my new favorite man. I greet Tortimer.
That's
Mortimer
a
takes
racial
his hat off.
slur in our society.
Yeah,
Oh no! I was naming you after the Animal Crossing guy.
We've all heard of this Animal Crossing guy.
What's next? You think this mole man that's my assistant is Rossetti? Anyway, I greet this man.
He takes off his little bowler cap, and he like
Oh
almost
my god, he's the best.
he, like
Sorry.
bows to you. And he has a piece of paper, and he brings out a new piece of paper, and he writes on it. And he has the most beautiful handwriting you've ever seen. Every stroke looks like it's like purposeful, like a piece of art.
I start crying.
Takes some emotional damage.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, not taking
So he gives you an ink and a pen, and then you and him write to talk, basically.
I actually have pretty good handwriting.
Let me see. Yeah, you got a 15 on your dexterity check. It's pretty good. So what do you ask him?
I ask him his name first, and like, how to become his best friend. Not just his name, but we will become best friends.
I don't have his last name, but I think I was going to go with Jonas.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Oh man, this is so cool. I want to build a rapport with him before asking him the questions about Scarlet.
Yeah, what do you do to win this old turtle
Just
state?
gonna ask him some questions, just how he's doing. Ask him about himself. Tell him what stories, his age, what wisdom he can impart.
Just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Yeah, I just want to talk to him.
Let's see. You have a mesmerizing, inspiring,
Identity.
and like life-changing like conversation with this man. Even though he seems to just write in like pretty much like single words, every word seems more important than like moments of your life were up until that point.
Oh man, this guy's gonna help me clean up my act.
Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. You guys spent about 30 minutes doing that, but you can start to feel like the rumbling, like your stuffing is like itching your nose, it's itching your ears, and the rumbling is starting to like disrupt your ability to see. You think?
All right, I ask him quickly about Scarlet.
Let's see. He starts. He gets. That's the first time you ever caught him off guard. I would say he doesn't know what to think of that for a minute, and then he thinks, and he looks in your face, and when he looks into your eyes, it's like he's penetrating, like somebody tearing apart like a piece of paper. You see like what's inside, like a present. You can see right through you. And then he tells you that Scarlet was his favorite star reporter, basically, and that she was like some
The
kind
editor?
of what?
I just realized this is the editor, huh?
Yeah.
I was just so enraptured by this man. Okay. Uh, I apologize for interrupting. Oh, I mean, I would have known that he is the editor from talking to him.
He tells you Scarlet was like a natural underdog, favorite reporter. She was chased. She always would chase like whatever story she wanted, and would publish whatever she wanted, basically. And that she would publish papers that made the original committee very mad. Not sure if you guys remember that plot line.
I don't recall. Was it when we were talking to Bathtub Guy?
Yeah. He said that he would trade his bathtub if you guys shut a certain group of people up who were writing stories about him.
Yes.
Too late. Already got your bathtub, idiot.
That'll teach you.
Yeah, long live this guy and his livelihood.
Let's see. He tells you that she was investigating some kind of new lead with some like secretive group. Maybe had gotten into trouble. And he said that she came back one night, looked very distraught. She was like, her clothes were in shambles, and she had some kind of like weird stick. And he used his favors of communications to get her a ship out to Smuggler's Point so that she could leave the city basically safely.
How long ago was this?
He said that was last night.
How far do you think he's gotten?
He says from Smuggler's Point you can get to anywhere in northern Syria because there's just the best sailors hang out there, and also pirates and cut. This is a very nasty group of people. I would not associate with a good man like you.
Oh.
A good man.
But yeah, so he says from there you can go anywhere in northern Syria within 24 hours.
Gotcha. Well, that's bad news for me, huh? Did she leave any way to contact you?
Do you mean to contact her?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, thanks.
I get you. No problem.
Well, he said that he wasn't sure if he would go there or not, but he has friends in the what's that group of people? Can't remember my own storyline for this. So he has he has a friend who is one of those elves that was excommunicated, who live in the northern part of Syria. You guys didn't go there. I can't remember what the name of their place is, but you guys know that Jack Black's been there and that Bully went there because they're the ones who forked off and went over to warn that village. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Manaus. That's what it is. They're Manau elves. I'm sorry. You guys don't remember that? So when you were traveling originally from Highcliff, you were with Jack Black and Bully for most of the way until you split off at one point because they had to go warn another village. It says that village, yeah, whatever, that group of the Manawan elves, is the one he said that she should seek safety with because they're super trustworthy.
I
Even though they're
vaguely
maybe
remember that.
excommunicated?
Yeah. Well, you would know this as somebody who lived in the continent, that Manawan elves are like promiscuous, is what you would call it, I guess.
Oh.
And the orthodoxy of the regular kingdom didn't like them, so they basically just exiled them and excommunicated them from the kingdom. I guess they're not excommunicated; they're exiled. Sorry, the entire group, just like how they exiled the Drowish population so that they could take over the Underdark.
Well, that's not very nice.
There's nothing nice about the kingdom. You're here because of them.
Yeah. That's true too.
Does John remember that though? John remembers this. You guys also met a Manawan. You guys have actually met two different Manawan elves. One of them questionably died, and that was Bully's friend.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Bully's origin story.
Yeah, and he explained what the Manawan elves believe and what their religion was like. It might be hard to remember.
They're like Starfire.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
You remember that guy?
I remember this vaguely. This was like almost a year ago, right?
Yeah, I remember.
My plot threads take a long time to come around, okay?
Yeah, we got him
Okay.
killed. With
That-
the Yuan.
Yeah, that was before we were friends with the snake people.
Yeah.
John, do you remember how we met Bully?
Raising his hand.
Only vaguely.
So, yeah, so we met Bully when this man was just like, yeah, I'm being chased by these snake people. It's crazy. And we were like, oh, and it's like he's an elf, but he's friends with this cool frogman, and then we got hyper focused on the frogman part of it and completely forgot about the important elf stuff that it was supposed to introduce.
I
Wah,
like.
Bully's
wah.
friend.
I'll be honest. I likely tuned out when people started hopping aboard the non-plot centric bully character. So
I love
that
Bully.
is likely how I do not remember that.
Bully raises his hand.
Bully raises his hand.
I'm so glad that not only do you remember that, but you also remember not remembering any of it.
Yeah. I'm the best kind of player. You can introduce all kinds of stuff with me without having the retcon.
That's what he tells you, that probably Scarlet went to go to the Manawan elves because he has friends there. They'll protect her.
Hmm. Alright. Where can we find them? Their order.
He tells you where the Manawan elves have their village, basically. It's not hidden or anything. You can go visit them. They're kind of like Mennonites, or maybe like the Amish or something, kind of, where they have a very simple lifestyle and they live.
But like sex Amish.
Yes, they're like sexy Amish. It's like somewhere between like Rocky Horror and the Amish. I don't know what you'd call it.
That's just regular people. You need something. we are the middle ground between those two things, Brandon.
You just gotta, when you explain humans to aliens, you're just like, aliens, you ever seen Rocky Horror? You know what the Amish look like? Somewhere in the middle. That's humans.
That's humans.
You just have to go and see them and find out.
Yeah, you guys ready for sex elf?
I
Like
guess
typing
is that
furiously.
the. I guess we're entering the sex elf arc. The sex Amish arc.
Wow, wow, wow.
was bound to happen sometime.
It was?
Yeah, this is I forgot. This is Josh's first game with Swirly. Yeah, this happens every time. There's always a sex elf arc sometime.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we got to it soon.
Last time it was great. Went on for 8 years.
Yeah.
The game just
I
goes
wasn't actually
until you
even
hit
a
that.
part of Swirly's campaign. I joined after a while and I was like, "What's a sex elf?" And he's like, "Oh boy."
Oh boy. Okay, so not
No,
Carrot,
but it sounds interesting. I'm excited for this arc.
does Cap have anything else for the Tortoise Man?
Um, just my undying love. I asked him in his wisdom. I asked him.
Scarlet gave me her undying love.
Oh no. I asked him that he seems like a very wise, powerful man, and I asked him how if he could advise me on how to become a man that I once was, because I feel like I'm nothing but a shadow of who I was.
What, you're asking him how to become a better man?
Yeah.
He'd probably say something like, let me think, what would he say? He'd probably go over to his desk, he'd open up his drawer, and he'd pull something out, and he'd come back over to you, and he'd tell you that as long as you're doing your best, you're always going to become better. And then he gives you a hard candy.
Yes. This is my character arc. I'm going to try to be better now, because an old gentleman gave me a hard candy. Jonas is my favorite character, and if anything happens to him, I'm going to be unbelievably angry.
I'm going to be I'm going to be unapologetically racist to the Turtle Man.
Oh no!
I'm going to hate everything this man stands for.
Good thing you're
Might
never
even
gonna meet him. I say goodbye to Jonas and say, next time I'm in town, we should get lunch. And if he ever needs anything from the new council, to let me know.
Yeah, and also let me know too, so we can have a good old one-on-one conversation.
No, never ask for Gensha. She's a racist and a bigot.
Brought to you by the Cab Group. Turtles rule.
Cab, Turtles for Zaria.
Yes. Also, he's probably the most important informant we've ever come across because he's lived a bajillion years. That's just science.
That is science. Anyway, so you head out, and we'll go back to Taryn. Taryn, the bookish Cayman lady, she's like, all right, just wait to the stairwell, and she's like taking you through these different rooms and these stairs and stuff, and then she opens up this door, and suddenly you realize you're both outside.
Interesting. Why are we coming outside?
Let's see. She closes the door behind her, and then you have a sinking feeling. 4 large men come out from behind some crates.
It's always large men, isn't it? Taryn rolls up his sleeves and prepares.
It's just the fortune teller said this is how I'd die.
Oh gosh.
Let's see.
A large man and a rude Cayman lady.
The Cayman lady, she's like, sorry, and she like they give her a big bag of cash. You can just, as soon as it hits her hand, it's like her one hand can't fit it all. The bag like sags over the sides of her hand. It's so filled with coins and greed.
Greed.
Greed. The bag is filled with her greed.
And then she like slides back through the doorway and boop, she vanishes. Taryn, you notice that the men all have these poorly made tribal masks on, and they all are very butch. You know at least one's an orc and the rest are probably some kind of sailors or elves, featuring many distinguishable tattoos, even though they have masks.
Our enemies are intelligent, Taryn. Be careful.
I see. Hello? Are we waiting for your boss?
The guy's like, no, our boss ain't gonna be coming today. He sent us to give you a message. He's like, do you want it the easy way or the hard way?
Well, I have pen and paper, so I can take a message.
Okay,
Halfling destroys group of 4 large men with facts and logic.
okay, Taryn, they're gonna attempt to grapple you, so you make 2 opposed grapple checks. Or did they change this ID? I think they're still just strength checks.
Strength check?
I think grappling does have specifics to it, but I'm pretty sure it's a strength check and an opposing strength check.
So I can't acrobatics, it's strength.
You can make. Oh, we don't have escape artists, do we?
I was about to say, rip escape artist.
Yeah, you can make an acrobatics check instead if you'd like to.
Alright, I would. Let's hit it. Boom! Come on, do I need 2?
2.
Yep.
2.
Wow. Magic.
Not yet.
So what I imagine happened is they're like, oh yeah, the easy way. And then like 2 of the men grabbed Taryn from behind, but they get his sleeves and he just slips out of his coat.
And fixes his collar.
Adjusts
Thanks for taking my
glasses.
coat, gentlemen. He's just like a fucking super spy from the 60s.
Oh gosh.
This is exactly as I imagined Taryn, by the way.
A super spy from the 60s.
No, just super smooth. Just all the encounters with the party, he never gets to show him, but he's just like, I guess I'll have to use use this. And he like touches his wrist and fucking, I don't know, like magic missile comes out or some shit.
Magic missile. Magic missile.
Discord
Well,
crashed.
Magic missile.
Oh no.
What was the last thing you guys heard?
He slipped out of his coat and fixed his collar.
Perfect. Yep. One of the men, he was about to punch where Taryn was. Instead, hits the floof of his coat, just suspended there between the 2 men. Well, he's like, "Oh, that was going for your kidney." Taryn, would you like to fight them, or would you like to try to talk your way out of it, or would you like to run away?
Taryn's gonna say real quick that, alright, I think I got the message. Why don't you just tell me who your boss is and I'll stick away from him? And then he's gonna cast invisibility on himself.
He's like, one guy, they're all like grumbling and mumbling. One guy's like, "Hey, the magistrate's not gonna pay us unless we punched you."
I don't say anything. I'm just gonna hope that they assume that
They just wander around you.
you.
They seem to think you've flown away or something for some reason, so they're all looking up. Some guy's like, "Can halflings fly?" One guy's like, "I think I heard they can do that. One of the newsies said he could fly."
One of the newsies said that these halflings can fly away. That makes sense.
Perfect. Taryn completely diffused that encounter. So imagine they kind of wander away, and then, Taryn, what would you like to do?
I'll search the room if they leave.
Okay. Make another investigation check.
Look for any evidence. Investigation. So they didn't mention who they were working for?
They said the magistrate.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wow. With your 20, as you wander around here, you see the footprints that lead up to the pole. It looks like they came from whoever came into the window using that pole came from the outside to the inside. And when you look in from that angle, you do notice that there is. I'm blanking. It's not a pole. It's actually an oar, and it has a name on the oar.
Interesting. What's the name?
It's I have to look it up. Sorry.
All right.
I think I have it in my other notebook, so I'm gonna have to come up with a name. It is the Saggy Sail. Perfect.
The Saggy Sail. Is the oar small?
No, it's actually very long. You think it must go to some kind of rowboat. In your knowledge of boats, you know that some of these escape boats have like larger oar sail, which is probably like an oar that goes to a very large boat.
Got it. Okay. So we're looking for a big boat named the Saggy Sail.
Correct.
All right. Well, I don't think invisibility lasts super long, so I'll hightail it out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 minute per level.
Okay.
I imagine when you pick up the oar, you kind of lose your invisibility because, like, by that point you don't need to, and otherwise it's like scary that an oar is like floating through the air.
Okay.
Just in time for Cab to exit and see you.
Hey, friend.
Hey, what's going on? I met
Nothing.
the
I just
coolest dude.
took care of a couple big beefy boys.
Nice.
All in a day's work. Leaves
out with my bare
absolutely
hands,
zero
you know.
context.
No, I took care of him. Okay.
Turned
Some of them
invisible.
even for their moms.
How'd you get out of that situation? You know, with my mouth.
With my well, wait, hold on. Did they drop my coat?
Yeah, did you get your coat back?
Oh yeah, they dropped your coat. They didn't take it.
Okay, good.
You've
So
not.
I'll have to go back there and show them what for.
I brought my drunk friend to beat you up.
It's got drunk strength.
I'm beating the man too. What have you done?
That's true. I didn't
But
need
yeah,
anyone.
I give him the notes that Jonas gave me, and then explain that I know where she's going.
Where's that?
To the sex elves.
Sex elves, you
Sex
say?
elves, huh?
Yeah, classic case of sex elves, huh?
I've heard of such creatures.
Yeah, no, I explain it, but good this time.
I explain it, but I do it real smart guy like.
Yeah, no, I forgot the name of the order, but I'm like, you remember Bully?
Was he a sex elf?
No, but his best friend was. You remember his best friend?
Damn, she was hot.
Yeah, dude. 100% a man.
Still hot. I don't give a shit.
Okay, cool.
They're an entire race of sex elves. You don't think they're all attractive?
Maybe they aren't, and that's why they were exiled.
The pretty men. Nobody else likes that.
The pretty.
I don't. What is it?
That's what their elf name translates to in common.
Wow.
Anyway, let's jump back to Gensha and Clang. All right, so you guys just left this little monster urchin in the alley. Went back outside. Klein had set up a meeting in the evening. It's already like late afternoon. You guys don't know what the other party members are. Snort's with you. What you guys like to do?
We gotta invite the red light district lady to the thing.
Might as well go and meet up with them then.
Yes, we should do that. And also, we should look at your arm.
My arm. My arm is none of your business.
Klang's like, let me lick it.
I'm gonna lick it!
Oh no, please.
I'm gonna lick it!
What?
I guess Klang's gonna lick my arm.
I'm
This
not
has
actually.
gotten strange, even for us.
If you need any magic cleric skills, Gensha, don't hesitate to ask your favorite bird boy.
I'll keep you in mind.
I want to support you, my friend,
Klang's the
even
cutest.
when you bully children.
Wait, you bullied
Especially
children?
when you bully children.
Wait, did we meet up with you?
We're gonna go meet up with you.
Okay, good. So we don't know about the children bullying yet.
Not
That's
yet.
okay. That doesn't need to be. No one needs to know about that.
I don't know. I think that was some important information, Gensha. We should probably share with the class.
Yeah, share with the class.
Nah, I'm good. Also, that wasn't. If that was a child, then you're an actual human man.
I mean, of course.
Hello. Oh wait, are you talking to me or?
No, I'm talking about Klang.
She was a child when we knew her, and therefore we should always treat her as such. That's how that works, right?
That
Klang's
is
the best doctor.
that should be how it works. Yes. But in this case, it's very much not.
Ah,
Threatening children. This is what I expect of my PCs.
Listen, you throw a spooky ghost child at me, they're no longer a kid. I'm gonna pick them up by the collar and threaten them.
sometimes you catch more flies and other bugs with honey, Gensha.
Why are you catching flies?
To eat.
Ooh,
Yeah, that tracks.
flies. Checks out.
All right, now we need to find the rest of the party. Gensha, can I climb on your shoulders?
Oh,
Oh man, we're not here because I'm like, you catch the most flies with shit.
Lord.
What?
That's why I give shit all the time, you see.
This is also why Clang smells like shit. But we must find compatriots. Do I roll this?
Bodhi, Tiger, the jewelry man, the other one. We have to find them.
Alright, so Snort actually has the ability to use message. Snort's going to use message on Terran and Cab and be like, hey, losers! And tell you guys to go to that tavern you guys originally stayed at when you first came here, which has like ornate sails all over the ceiling and looks very beautiful on the inside. To meet them there in the next 20 minutes.
Hey, that works for me. That checks out with me, dog.
All right,
Hello.
gonna mosey on over there.
I lost you guys for a second.
Hello?
Hello?
You here? Okay.
Yeah, now I'm good.
Did Josh get what we said too?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. We get messages from Snort.
Yes. Alright, so you guys all meet back up, but when you try to go in the tavern, it looks like it's under construction. Outside, you see, there's a large crocodile man orchestrating everything very poorly. They're trying to lower a sign onto it.
Hello, friend.
He's like, oh, hello, and he like turns around, and when he does, he's moving his arm, and there's like a crane operator, and he looks really confused, so he keeps like making the crane move, which is actually just a dinosaur with a rope around his neck, and he keeps throwing the sign everywhere.
I see you found a new career.
He's like, I'm in charge now, and I have all these cookies. And he like opens up his pants, and they're just full of cookies.
I'm so proud.
So we've got like a milkman and a cookie man.
Oh
I'm
man.
thinking we throw them together.
Put 'em
Didn't we already
together.
Mr. Milk, Mr. Cookies.
I can't remember that song from the Santa Claus one, but it's like, I'm Mr. Heat Miser, but with cookies and milk.
I'm Mr. Sun. Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Thank you, John.
Everybody knows exactly what we're talking
A
about.
wonderful tune from our bard.
I also like how we had exact opposite situations and rolled with it. Like, you were definitely, a bard was much more suited to meet the editor, and I was much more suited to beat up 4 men.
It's about doing what you love.
I'm like,
Turning
I'm
you
a better person, though.
Screw up.
That guy that ate that guy's shoes? Long gone. I'm all about
Anyway,
moving slow and eating hard candy.
So the party meets back up, but it looks like the bar you guys were going to go stop at is becoming the new casino. The milkman is there, sitting in the shade, drinking milk, but he's like even paler than the milk is pale. And the crocodile man is talking to Clang and trying to feed him cookies out of his pants.
I accept these pants cookies
They're like-
because I'm disgusting.
They're like- They're actually delicious. They're macaroons.
Oh shit! I tell him he has wonderful taste.
He's like, they're warm from being in my pants, but it's just like they're in the oven. They're fresh.
It's great. I tell him he's a genius. We should spread the word about the meeting that I decided to have, which I now tell the entire party about.
Huh?
At
Go
dusk,
back and
we're going to...
just in case anyone was wondering.
I imagine you didn't bring the bathtub in the place. You had to like plan a place to like parallel park your bathtub.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just like tied up at, like a
Yeah,
horse.
yeah, you just tie it up next to the horses.
Tie it to one of the horses. I'm like, don't go nowhere.
Put a leash on it and tie it to a pole. You'd be good
Come
now.
back and the horse is inside the tub.
Oh man, did I just get a new horse?
The horse is probably drinking water.
Goes in the tub is
I
mine.
still want water in it. It just fire.
The law.
The real
Oh,
horse
that's the
is the
law?
grongo
Weird,
that you made
because
along
I
the
am
way.
lawman now.
Alright, so the party, Clang has initiated a conversation about having some kind of meeting with the populace at dusk.
Yes! We
So
should!
we have to meet the red lady at dusk, though.
Yeah, we're gonna invite the red lady.
Okay.
And then we'll talk to her personally afterward. But we need to maybe get some news out.
How do we keep her from running away?
The red lady?
Yeah, wants to
Why
say
would she run away? She wanted to meet us.
probably not in a public setting.
Oh, we'll just meet her backstage. Secretly. In private.
What I'm trying to get across here is that we're not inconspicuous.
I mean, I don't know what you expect from me. I speak very loudly and I'm obnoxious.
Yeah, be nice to Clang.
I'm supposed to be a thief. Ah.
You're doing a great job.
Very thiefy.
Also, you guys don't really have any sort of plan to tell the community yet. You guys don't really have an orchestrated plan. You guys could talk to the quartermaster.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I just made a new friend.
We should. I'm gonna ask the milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
Imagine Milkman has like sunglasses on. He's like sitting in like a beach chair just in the middle of the road, but nobody can get close to him because he reeks.
I'm pretty good at dealing with stench.
You guys could probably get close to him. You guys literally flatulated your way into the tent last time. The time before that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna see if he can pull some strings.
Even what?
Pull some strings.
Pull strings. Milkman just like sipping his milk and out of like a straw until it makes that noise like an empty cup.
Yeah. I tell him, good job drinking that milk, buddy.
Looks at you. He's like,
Donnie.
yeah. Well, you're gonna call him Donnie, Tab?
I said,
I'm
buddy.
gonna call him Donnie.
He like lowers his sunglasses. He looks at Clang. He's like, "You work for me."
Yes, but now I'm the councilman, and I need your help.
Familiar.
Trustworthy previous employer.
Can you write a reference for me?
He kind of nods, like that's just 100% true. He's just totally willing to believe it. But you should probably make a deception check. As long as you get a critical fail, I think you'll believe it.
Okay.
So I know in skill checks you're not supposed to do critical fails. I'll do critical.
I got a 12.
That's lame. Do critical fails on skill checks.
I think they're more fun that way, especially because like I think a 20, unless it's heroic level, should be an automatic success. But it should be like goofy or silly. It's just more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Can the milkman get the word out for me?
That's what you want him to do.
I want him to help get the word out.
He's like, "What's the word?" He just like he's like pretending to be really cool. Like he's just like is drinking milk and is very sweaty and saggy.
The word?
It's
What's
saggy,
the word?
thank you.
Bird.
Drinking milk is cool.
He's like, the bird is the word. He says. And he like leans over and he tells his assistant, "Make it known."
We're having
the
a
people.
meeting. A public announcement.
Just writes down bird.
Caw, 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 caw.
Come to the auditorium at dusk.
By my calculations, the bird is even equal to or more than the word.
Wow.
Really?
That's what they're telling me.
The bird is indeed one quantity, one word, no more, no less.
Can we, if we're just trying to get the word out, I think we should all go to our separate contacts. I'm gonna go to my new friend that Gensha's not allowed to meet.
Somebody should go to the red light district.
Cab, you meeting anybody?
Nope.
No? Oh man. I was
do
just
have to
worried you were.
leave.
Oh, leave? No, you
Yeah.
should bring me with you. It's not like you're going to talk to any turtle people, right?
What an odd question to ask someone.
Well, I gotta go. I heard that Taryn wants to hang out with you. Something about
Okay.
orcs.
I did have a time.
Alright, so if we split up gang in different ways to spread the word, and then
Actually, I'll play with
rendezvous back here. Rendezvous.
Yeah, okay.
And somebody needs to go to the red light district, probably,
Why?
to spread the word there.
That's true. Well, I have the map up. There's 6 districts.
There's 6 districts.
Mhm.
How many of us are there?
4.
Yeah.
Well, 5 including Snort.
Yeah. Okay. But the milkman's covering this district.
The market district.
I'm assuming so.
I'm going to the Newsies, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get them to put out a late night special edition.
Does that go everywhere?
Yep.
Cool. Then we need to do that, and then we need to go to the red light district for a formal invitation to the madam. Probably.
All right, who's gonna go to the red light district?
I'll have fun taking care of that. Someone wants to come with me.
I can come with you if you want, or if you're tired of me, we can swap it up.
I can go wherever. I am available.
Nah, Clang somehow has a way with words, and usually birds his way out of our situations. So I feel very safe with Clang. That's a safe bet for me.
Oh, I flex my feathery muscles because I make you feel safe.
Your big humanoid muscles poke out of your feathers.
I'm like Popeye up here.
I keep forgetting. And my life is better for it.
Human ears.
I keep you safe. Muscle flex sound.
Safe from parasites. Except not even. Safe from minorly annoying bugs on your skin.
That's fine. If you let those build up, they'll eat your skin.
That's true.
What?
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I mean, I'm me, and I still got all my skin, so.
That's because I ate all the bugs off of your flesh while you were drunken.
What?
Alright, so the plan is Cab is going to the Newsies and everybody else is going to the red light district.
Are we
I can
going
go with Cab.
by himself.
Karen's gonna go with Cab.
I'm good with the Newsies. They are my people.
Yeah, and Cab said something weird about me not
Yeah.
wanting me to go.
We gotta make sure
Yeah, we gotta go.
Cab
Okay.
got really defensive when I asked if I could go with him, so I guess I'm not gonna go with Cab.
Yeah, I got stuff.
I wonder who he's meeting though. I mean,
I bet Cab has a secret girlfriend!
ooh. I mean, as long as she's not a turtle, we're set. Right, Cab?
So I'll see you guys later.
I thought the bathtub was Cab's girlfriend.
I thought that too.
I hop in my bathtub and I'm like, that feels like slander. But this bathtub is way too rad for me to get out of it, so see you later. Goodbye. Karen, you wanna hop in my tub?
2.2 seconds.
Let's move. Let's
Then-
roll out.
Lips again.
Yep. Alright, let's do the Newsies, then we'll do the red light district. Alright, so again, you guys are like getting the, I bet you guys are both in the tub, and you guys are just marching through the town. All the people are looking on. Several children attempt to also get in the bathtub. Cab, do you want to stop them?
No.
You own them now.
Yes, they're now my children. Welcome, children.
They're like, we like your land boat. One guy's like, I want to be the captain. I have an eye patch. He does.
Is
Oh,
there an
no.
actual child with an eye patch?
Yes.
Well, there's nothing I can do then. And I was like, okay, but can I be first mate?
He's like, yeah, you're the first mate. You got the hook hand. He shows you how to make your hand into a hook.
Alright, I do so.
You guys are swashbuckling around. They erect a broomstick in the middle to make it look like it has like a sail. And then you guys go through town. And Karen, you're on the front of it, and all the kids are jumping on Cab like he's a lumpy mattress.
I'm a mattress.
You dang kids.
I think we haven't made a joke about having bathtub wine yet.
What's bathtub wine?
You make wine in the bathtub.
Why would I do that?
What's wine?
So then you can absorb it through your skin.
What's wine? They're like grown-up creatures.
Changing. His arc is charactering.
Oh shit.
Anyway, you guys make your way to the Newsy Pavilion where the Newsies are. It's a few less than there were before. A couple of them are playing what looks to be marbles on the ground there. Except it's some serious marbles because two guys start a fist fight. One of them has a knife.
Oh, this is the craziest game of marbles I've ever seen. This guy's betting his wife's glass eye next.
You just kind of, what do you guys want to do?
I show Taryn. I'm like, hey Taryn, follow me, and then I go to the wool. I wave hi to the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And then I show him the wool, and I put it in my nose and my ears. Are the kids still with us?
Alright, you guys went to the pavilion for the Newsies. You guys didn't go to the actual place where they produce the newspapers, right?
Oh, God. Well, I wanted to, but we can just go to the pavilion. That's fine.
Yeah, because they're actually fairly far. Because the pavilion is very much in the middle of Moortown, but the newspaper is produced on the west side.
And I'm like, so we go up there, and I'm like, Captain, prepare to dock, land ho.
You just kind of park the tub,
Yes.
and the children go, whee! And they all slide out onto the ground into just a pile of mud and garbage. It's like, yeah! They all spin around in it.
All right. See you later, brave crewmates.
And just leave.
Yep.
Dump them street urchins. Alright, so you guys are at the pavilion. You dumped off all the children, so you're safe. Would you drop Terran off, or what do you guys want to do?
Well, we gotta tell them the news.
The bird. It is the word.
Yeah. We have to tell them the birds. We have been sent with the bird's word.
The bird.
Indeed.
The bird brings word. Mm.
We bring word about the bird, and that is
Bird,
that it is the
bird
word.
So anyway, I tell them about the stuff that they need to know about now.
Alright, so you start talking to one of the guys, and he's like, whoa, stop! Like, Joseph the Devil Marble King is about to play. You've got to watch his marble game.
Oh shit, for real?
He's like,
I mean-
look at his technique. He's like, look, he's got high quality glass marbles all the way from Medina. Look at him.
I'm completely enraptured by this.
With all the skill and dexterity of golf, all the intense, like, watching from NASCAR fans, you're just like, your eyes are glued to it. He shoots that marble, it ricochets, Vitruvian physics cause the marbles to ricochet off each other, and they bounce around. He gets 4 marbles for 1 hit. It's impressive. Several people cry. It's so strong and powerful.
He's the Don Bradman of marbles.
Yep. And then Mickey Marbs Aplenty, who's like the reigning marbles champion, throws his fists up, knowing he can never catch up now. There's not enough marbles to win the game. He's already lost. He concedes to the new king of marbles.
I clap. I'll tell my children about this day.
This is the proudest moment of my life that I have
So
only
glad I'm
been
sober
here
for this.
to witness.
Anyway, I'm like, hey, I got a breaking news story for you. Other than maybe it can go page 2 after this marble biz.
What are you going to tell him about?
I'm like, I heard that the new council members are holding a meeting about something that could that would affect us all as citizens.
He looks at you, he's like, that in the paper? And he like opens up the paper, he starts reading it. He's like, is that in the back chapters? I don't even read the last half anymore.
No, it's gonna happen. I need you to print it in a late night edition. Council's orders, or they're gonna cut funding.
And all those poor school children chilling.
Guys, you're the council.
They don't.
You don't have to lie.
Wait, hold on. Do we have badges or something?
You guys have, I think it's like a brooch, or it's like, I think it's like a medallion.
Well, anyway, I show it to him, and I'm like, hey, do you mind running this for me?
He's like, whoa, he's like, oh man, committee members. And they all just laugh. And one guy who's like smoking, he just starts coughing because he just can't remember how to breathe anymore, and he falls on the ground, and now he's purple.
So, yes.
Some guy holds up, he's like a very crumpled old piece of paper that basically shows that in Syria, the only place the free press answers to is directly to the king. So theoretically, even the magistrate doesn't have power to stop the newspaper. And neither does
I'm
the
like,
committee.
okay. If my buddy Taryn here gives you some gold, can you at least float a message to your boss for me?
He's like, Newsies always shout, as long as we got coin in our hand. He's just like, fill them marbles in my bag. He's like, gotta have gold for it.
Gotta have
Like,
gold.
alright,
Gotta have marbles.
cool. I tell him to tell Jonas that his new friend Cab needs a story run in the late night. Or, I'm sorry, in the afternoon edition? Is that a thing?
It's already afternoon.
It needs just a special to go out.
He's like, what's the special? You tell him it's the birds, the word. They're having a committee meeting.
Yes. I'm like, I even came up with the headline for it. Birds the Void.
The Wade.
Pretty catchy. That's pretty good. And then he tells it there's a couple other newsies who are coming in, and they all start enjoying it. And that you can hear minutes later, newsies down the street are shouting about it, even if it's not in the newspaper. They're telling everybody about it.
Alright. And also, tell Jonas, thanks for the candy. He'll know what it means. Walk away all cool.
Karen, Cab offered for you to pay them. How much are you gonna pay the newsies?
I have no
How
money.
How much do we want to do here?
Well, we need it to go out. I believe Brandon uses Gold Standard. Do you use Gold Standard, Brandon?
Yep, that is gold is a lot.
That's not what Gold Standard means. That's the exact opposite.
Oh, you're right. Money is worth a lot.
Agreed.
Huh. So, I don't know. You're friends with the newsies. How much do you think?
Well, maybe because I'm
Make it, like,
friends, they'll
5
cut me a
gold.
deal. Yeah. I'll offer him like 5 gold.
So
Decent.
you guys give them that, they're like, wow, we love this new committee. One guy's like, I didn't vote for him, but I woulda. And he just puts his hands back and takes a nap.
No one voted for us.
Oh
We
no.
just overthrew
We
the
weren't
government.
elected.
I didn't vote today.
I
Oops.
voted today.
Alright, good. That balances it out.
Except we're in different counties and it was a general county election.
It's okay. My county's everything will never change.
Jaded.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys set with the newsies. Let's go to the red light district. So you guys are making it to the red light district just as the sun's starting to get lower. You can see people are going outside and they're setting up their red lanterns. They're putting up their signs because, like, in the daytime, the red district is like ghost town. Nothing there. Most of the places it's literally just like drunk fishermen lay about basically until night. It becomes a party. People are putting out like festive paper decorations. They're putting out banners. It becomes like flamboyant. Like the wood is like painted red. Almost seems to like glow at night. How beautiful it is.
Roll an investigation to find the madam.
Yep, Genshin also.
All about to see some real investigation skill.
I got a 2.
Yeah. Oh, we're starting off strong.
Ooh,
Real investigation hours.
Birdman, you think like red, red like wine. Wine's in barrels. She gotta be in a barrel. So you climb into a barrel, like, this one's full of pickles! And you're all covered in pickle juice.
I'm delicious.
Classic.
Densha, you are like, red lady, red, like the sun, high in the sky. Gotta climb a building. So you find the tallest building you can find. It's not the casino, which gives you chills to look at how terrifying and the terrible memories it brings back. But there is like
An overall good time, I think. I mean, fighting Malcolm sucked, but I got to play in a band, which I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, but what about how you poorly played the marimbas and then they booed you off the stage?
Oh no, I'd repressed that. Now I'll never perform again.
That's probably
You'll perform beside me next time
Yeah.
on the at the stage on the Soggy Sail.
C&T Express.
I like it.
The Cabbage and Turnip Express?
That's us. We're a funk band.
The
hillbilly funk.
Yeah, we're rockabilly. Unfortunately, we just couldn't help it. It was our. We started out as a punk band, but there just wasn't any demo for it in our area. So, our sound changed.
we really have to meet the market, you know.
Yeah, if we wanted to be serious, I was just honestly sick of working at Chick-fil-A. So.
So I climb a building.
Yep. You're climbing this building, and as you're like 2 steps up it, you try to grab onto something you didn't realize was tarp. You thought it was wood, and you right through the window into somebody's house. This person is looking in the mirror. They notice you come crashing in, and they turn to see you with a shout.
They noticed that?
What does Genshin want to do?
I get up and I dust myself off. Hello. Excuse me. And I hastily make my way back out so that I can continue my climb. I am now convinced that the high ground will give me advantage.
Yeah, she just kind of like, as soon as you get back outside, she screams at you. She's like, "Who's gonna pay for this window?"
I'll find someone to pay for it. Bye.
Just climb away. Let's see. Kensha, make a perception check.
All right, y'all are about to see some spicy perceiving. Are you ready?
Yeah. Sign me the fuck up.
I'll tell you.
Did you guys know that Gensha is played by a trap rapper?
Where's your SoundCloud?
I had to delete it. The haters were on me, and I'm a sensitive SoundCloud rap.
Struggle's real though.
Mm-hmm.
But alright, Gensha, so you're like, alright, time to look around, and when you get up to the top, you look around, but then there's like these angry little pterodactyls on the top of the building, and one of them like screams and tries to peck your eyes out. That's all you perceive.
Tries to peck my eye out. Do I have a?
Do I try to win him with your mace?
No, I was just gonna punch it.
Make a strength check.
All right, guys. Hey, what I tell ya? What I tell ya?
You punch it so hard it turns into cooked turkey in your hands. Let's go to another turkey. Birdman, you're covered in pickle juice, and you're in an alleyway. There's some guy who's like, he kind of pops out of some trash nearby you. He's like, "Hey, feel like pickles."
I am currently bathing in them. Would you like one?
He's just like, yeah. And he gets out and he eats a pickle. He looks like a street savvy kind of homeless man to you. He might have some answers.
Hey, mister, I'll give you this whole barrel of pickles that's totally my barrel of pickles. If you can tell me where I can go to talk to the madam.
He's like, Mister's my dad. He's like, he looks down, he's like, Papa, why didn't you love me?
Oh, that's so sad. I pat his back.
He starts drinking the pickle water by scooping it into his hand and drinking it.
Oh, oh no! I climb out of the barrel.
Yeah, he was drinking it while you're in there.
Yeah.
He like washes his face in it like it's water. He's like, oh yeah, wakes you up in the morning.
This pickle water's making me so thirsty. If only I had a delicious, refreshing vegetable juice alternative.
Oniony.
What'd you ask him for?
I asked him if he knew where I could meet the madam.
He's like, the madam. He's like, little man, you're growing up fast. He's like, it's only yesterday I met you. What was it today? He like puts his arm around you, and you thought cab smelled bad. This guy's like 1,000-year-old cab at the bottom of a ditch.
I heard pickle juice is good for hangovers, so I guess have fun with that one.
He's like, all right, I'll take you to the madam, all right. He starts taking you over to a building that's actually fairly nice looking. The outside has like a very nice pillars and it has as well lanterns. Lots of people are flooding in there. He's like, don't worry, I know how to get in here. And he like goes to the side. He opens up the window and he belligerently rolls in the window of the building.
I roll after him.
All right. He guides you. I gotta end the game early because I gotta go back to.
Womp womp.
That's it this week.
Corporate slave broke into a house with a homeless man.